Hi, everyone. Adam here. Um, Cross Country Chin Up Volume 4, not 9, as I earlier posted on Instagram. Thank you all for showing up. I pulled in to Nazareth. I was feeling about half past it. I just need to find some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and he shook my hand. No was all he said. So take a load off, Fanny. I'll take a load for free. So take a load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Picked up my bags. I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil, they were walking side by side. I said, hey, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. Well, she said, I gotta go, but my friend, she can stick around. So take a load off, Fanny. I'll take a load for free. So take a load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Go down, Moses, there ain't nothing that you can say. But it's just old Luke, and Luke's waiting on the judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? She said, do me a favor, son. Won't you stay and keep Annalie company for me and take a load off, Fanny? I'll take a load for free. So take a load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Crazy Chester, he followed me, and he caught me hitting fog. He said, I'll fix your wreck if you take old Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, you know I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him when you can? So take a load off Annie, I'll take a load for free. So take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. Now catch a cannonball, but it take me on down the line. 'Cause my bed it is sinking, Lord, and I do believe that it's just about time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know, she's the only one who sent me here with her regards for everyone. So take a load off Fanny, and I'll take a load for free. So take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. Right on me. All right. How's everybody? Hope you all doing okay. Is number 4, are we good back there? I'm joined, as always, by executive producer Ryan St. Angelo and lead sound engineer Emmett Stutt. We are at the Sonic Temple in the heart of downtown Halifax, practicing social distancing, among other things. We're practicing companionship in these troubled times. We are practicing our craft, frankly. I have nothing else to do any longer but this show. And I'm thrilled to do it again for week 4. It's hard to believe it's been a month since the world stopped. But anyway, I'm lucky to have these guys, no matter how far away from my person they are right now. I'm happy to have them here. I'm happy to have you guys here across the interwebs, the fiber op, whatever else. I don't know what else transmits internet signal. But anyway, here we are. I was just mumbling. I was told last week that nobody could hear me when I was speaking, so I'm going to try to be cognizant of that. Anyway, one more time, I'm glad to have you all here. We're going to do the same thing as last week. I'm going to, do a set on the piano, and then we're going to take a short break. This time I'm not going to end the broadcast and make it difficult for everybody to find it. I'm just going to leave everything as is and move the computer back, and then have a cigarette probably, and then rejoin you a number of minutes later. I apologize for the confusion last week. It was all that was not executive producer Ryan St. Angelo's fault. That was my fault entirely. You could argue that he should have stopped me from doing it in the first place, but he did not. And here we are. Anyway, you live, you learn. This is an old song I wrote shortly after the birth of my son, nearly 8 years ago. It's about living and learning. where to begin? Maybe when I was 16 and I was half the man that my daddy had been. So I bought a guitar, drove around in my mama's old car, and I dreamed of being a rock and roll star. We got the highest of hopes, we got the highest of hopes, but our backs on the ropes. I gotta play downtown, I got a show with the Glory Hound. We get $60 just for messing around. There was nobody there, began to think that nobody cared, so we drank and drank till the fridges were bare. We got the highest of hopes, we got the highest of hopes, but our backs on the ropes. Now a few years ahead, make some money in a rock and roll band, and we drank and drug till we nearly were dead. I fall in love every night, like yesterday we're all cast aside, and we go on pretending like everything is right. We got the highest of hopes, we got the highest of hopes, but our backs on the ropes. We got the highest of hopes, we got the highest of hopes, but our backs on the ropes. I'm 25 years old, I left my wife and my son back at home, and we blew the smoke out of Toronto. We got the highest of hopes, we got the highest of hopes, but our backs on the ropes. We got the highest of hopes, but our backs on the ropes. Thank you. How's everybody? Please, if you're involved in the live chat, the computer's just far enough away that I can't read anything. I can kind of see some things happening, but I can't. I abused some things in my youth, and I feel like it's taken a toll on my vision, and I cannot quite see what's being said. But please let Ryan St. Angelo know how your week's been since we last spoke. If you got a fun story about your quarantine experience, I'd love to hear about it. I'll go back and read about it on the chat if I can figure out how to do that. But I am legitimately, I'm curious to know how everybody else is spending their week, because my week is filled with Disney Plus, and that's about it. I just have been watching a lot of old Disney programming and new Disney programming, and this is it's a good thing I started doing these. Otherwise, I'd be at home watching Disney Plus right now, and slowly falling into a deep, dark depression that not even the magic of Walt Disney could pull me out of. Anyway. It's a song that has been requested a few times from what I gather. I think I played it most nights, maybe one night. Anyway, it's from my first EP, the self-titled EP. It's called Burning Man. Oh, if my heart were made of glass, it would have broken fast. Were you around? I wish I did not love you past the prairies flat and barren town. I wrote your name across my arm, and in the dark I could hate you more. And every night it fades away as if to take me back to before. And I don't have any money for your late night call. I don't have any answers, but I know that you got them all. So Daisy, won't you pick it up? I'm on the dark side of the phone. The toughest pill I swallow is you don't love me anymore. You don't love me anymore. The discontent my face, the man saying covered by a painted mask. So please just go and disappear away from here. That's all I'll ask, 'cause I don't have any money for your late night call. I don't have any answers, but I know that you got them all. So Daisy, won't you pick it up? I'm on the dark side of the phone. The toughest pill I swallow is you don't love me anymore. You don't love me anymore. And if my heart were made of stone, I would leave you alone as fast as a shot. Your love is like a bullet, it's cold and solid and without a thought. And I don't have any money for your late night calls. I don't have any answers, but I know that you got them all. So Daisy, won't you pick it up? I'm on the dark side of the phone. And you and I, we were better, but you don't love me anymore. You don't love me anymore. She don't love me, love me, love me anymore. She don't love me, love me, love me anymore. She don't love me, love me, love me anymore. She don't love me, love me, love me anymore. Cool. I want to mention something that I meant to mention last week. My buds in a band called the Town Heroes. They're a couple real good Cape Breton boys living on the mainland. But since the world stopped, they started hosting a bingo game. I think on their Instagram or something like that. That takes place right before these shows happen, and so I would encourage you, if you're looking for something further to do on a Friday night, I'd like to point you to the Town Heroes Instagram. They should be easily found on there, and get your bingo card for next week. And have a game of bingo, have some cold ones, and then whenever the bingo game's over, come check this foolishness out. It's but they don't obviously provide the dabber or dauber, whatever, bingo dauber. I thought it was a dauber. It's a dauber, bingo dauber. Executive producer Ryan Sanangelo. It's a dauber. In any event, there's. This sucks. This whole thing sucks. But there's been a lot of really interesting things happening on the World Wide Web as a result of all of it, and I don't know. It stands to reason that some of it will continue even after life gets back to whatever our definition of normal is. I hope I don't have to play to the screen of my laptop too much longer, but again, I appreciate you coming to hang out with me, and I'll do it as long as y'all want me to. That said, speaking of Cape Breton, this is a song I wrote. I played a couple times on these chin-ups, but it's been brought up a few times. I feel like this one's been well received, and I'll play it again tonight. It's called the Lighthouse. Lighthouse in Little Lorraine. I thought it was Lighthouse by Little Lorraine, but that's not it. Lighthouse in Little Lorraine. I got an Uncle Huey. He's got a boat down in Manitou. And when I lost my job at Devco, he says, if I got a job for you, well, I put my faith into no one. I got no time for the government, since they ripped up my house in Lewisburg and stuck it down on some blocks of cement. I hear there's a boat coming up from America. They got caskets filled with cocaine. There's a gold mine out on the ocean and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. We took a boat off the coast of Basin, just out of sight of the shore. Me and my cousin and a Frenchman that I'd never laid eyes on before. We met a boat that had come up from Boston. They started heaving boxes overboard. Huey handed them a big bag of money. We were back in the harbor around 4. Singing, there's a boat that come up from America. They got caskets filled with cocaine. There's a gold mine out on the ocean, and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. We'd be met there by 7 morticians, load the boxes into their hearse. We'd set off with $8,000, laughing about what we'd spend it on first. The Frenchman tells me his name is Thibault, that he grew up in Ilmadan. We could all go down the church hall on Saturday and get drunker than hell at the dance. One night Thibault got fired up on moonshine, tried to beat up the Catholic priest. We got thrown on our ass high in the church hall, spent the night with the mounted police. We went working 4 weeks every Sunday, till Huey says we gotta slow down. Someone been singing like a jailbird, and it brought all the Mounties to town. They heard there's a boat coming up from America. They got caskets filled with cocaine. There's a gold mine out on the ocean, and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. Huey calls us all down to the docks one night, and he hustled us out to the sea. He shut off the engines and the floodlights, and he pointed his shotgun at me. I said, Huey, I ain't the one been singing. Must be the Frenchman from Ilmadan. He says that's just what a turncoat would tell me. Least you can do is to die like a man. Funny they could not be bothered with a casket, but what use is it now to complain? There's a graveyard out on the ocean, and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. And as the buckshot it entered my brain, I saw the lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. It's for the Cape Bretoners out there. It's for everybody. What am I talking about? So I got a manager, Mel Stone. She's she's like my sister in a lot of ways, but also like my mother in some ways, and also like the best friend you could ever hope for in a lot of ways. And I call her all the time to complain about how delicate my sensibilities are, and how I need constant attention, and that I wish she would do more to find me that attention. And she never complains about my bullshit, to me anyway. She doesn't. She hears me out all the time, and I don't know. I just feel like I got really lucky when I wound up with the team of folks that that I work with. They feel like family, and I was told a long time ago that you're not supposed to consider your business associates as family, but I can't really help it. The Mel Stone and Louis Thomas and Mike Greatorex and Chris and Cameron and Jack Ross and Steph Perfecati, they all have sort of found their way into my heart in a big way. But Melanie Stone in particular, she's the one who has to deal with my bullshit every single day, and she's the one who helped get this whole thing up and running. And anyway, she doesn't ask for much. I mean, you could make an argument that my management asks for 20% of every dollar that I make in return, but that I don't even count, because they earn it. But she did ask me to play this song this evening, and it seems like the very least I can do. She's probably at home right now in front of her sewing machine, sewing masks for her friends and loved ones to wear out when they have to go to the grocery store and what have you. And that's the kind of person she is. She figures out a way to help whenever she can. And there's been few people in my life that have helped me more than Mel. And this is the saddest song I've ever written, and I don't know why she asked me to play it, but I'm going to play it anyway. Jeez. I'm ashes on the freeway from a cigarette long burn. I'm a carousel on doomsday for a million pretty girls. I hear words spit from a tongue of a hot serrated wire. They can turn me on a dime on my old deflated tires. I've forgotten what I lost, what I kept I'm gonna sell. Don't bother wish me luck, I only wish you'd wish me well. 'Cause I'm nothing like before. No, I'm nothing like before. I'm abandoned like the dirt, kicked up behind the wheel, till another comes along just far enough away to hear. I'm polluted to my heart, corroded to my spine, dissect me in my soul, invade me in my mind. I've forgotten what I lost, what I kept is all but gone. Don't bother wish me luck, I only wish you'd wish me off. 'Cause I'm nothing like before. No, I'm nothing like before. There used to be a calm before the storm, but it's nothing like before. I've forgotten what I lost, what I kept is all but gone. Don't bother wish me luck, I only wish you'd wish me off. 'Cause I'm nothing like before. No, I'm nothing like before anymore. There used to ashes on the freeway from a cigarette long burned. I'm a carousel on doomsday, seized up, I cannot turn. I meant to do this earlier and I forgot. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to take requests. My own songs I should know, so those are maybe a safe bet. Covers, I know some covers, so if you want to take a stab at it, I'll revisit it after this song. We'll see what executive producer Ryan St. Angelo has collected in terms of data. And we'll go from there. I may just take a break. It's hard to say. This is a sort of a request. It's for a couple buds. I was supposed to play at a wedding next month, 2 months from now, in Bermuda. An all expenses paid trip to Bermuda for a week to play at a wedding. And, of course, that's been kiboshed. But, of course, I'm most upset about the wedding having to get put on the back burner. I don't care about Bermuda all that much. I mean, I've never been. I heard there's a lot to see and do down there, but I'm less concerned about that than I am about my two buds who had to put their life on hold. And anyway, this is for them. It's a Bruce Springsteen song. It's a big hit, and it seems like a lazy request, but for them, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. I'll do anything because they were going to fly me to Bermuda. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? Well, I got a bad desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Won't you tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Does he do to you the things that I do? I can take you higher. Ooh, I'm on fire. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull. They cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. And at night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. And you cool my desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull. They cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. And at night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. And you cool my desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Cheers, gang. How are we doing over there, Ryan? Some requests come in? Yeah, we got a few. Let's just... Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. So week one, cross country, cross country chin up, volume one, came to y'all live from the New Scotland Brewery on Alderney Drive in downtown Dartmouth. It's owned and operated by my friends Scott and Kevin Zachary. I grew up with Scott. We used to go hang out at John Allen's barn when we were in high school, and I think the first time I ever played with a drummer and a bass player, Scott was there in this barn on the Waverley Road, and anyway, they just welcomed a lovely young lady into the world. Him and his wife Jerry had a beautiful daughter. I think they had a little girl. You can never tell. Babies, they all look. Yeah, it was a little girl. Yes. Lennon. Oh, beautiful. My executive producer, Ryan Sanangelo, confirming that indeed Scott and Jerry Zachary did have a baby girl. In any event, Scott's requested this song, and why not? I'm not sure I know it. It's called Sparrow Song. Slow down, bud. Slow down. Welcome to Earth, Lennon. I hope you never have your heart broken. And I also hope you do get your heart broken. The tears fell and I watched them all like a cloud trail from a plane I got on. I watched them dance down her bottom lip, and I picked them up with my fingertips. In the days after the cut, oh, you said that you'd found someone. With my crying, calling your hand, you just turned to some other man. But oh, babe, where we could have gone, across the sky like a sparrow song. Well, I fell down, you said you had enough. Oh, babe, where we could have gone. Now I wait for the time between you lying down in a quiet dream, just to read what you could not say, 'cause you think that you're better that way. But honey, oh babe, where we could have gone, across the sky like a sparrow song. Well, I fell down, you said you had enough. Oh babe, where we could have gone. And does he know that you feel that way? It ain't gone, she just turned your back away. And does he know that he can't be enough fall even half into love. But oh, babe, where we could have gone across the sky like a sparrow song. Well, I fell down, you said you had enough. Oh, babe, where we could have gone. Oh, babe, where we could have gone across the sky like a sparrow song. Well, I fell down, you said you should have jumped. Oh, babe, where we could have gone. What I would have done is what I could have done. What I could have done is what I should have done. What I should have done is what I would have done. What I would have done, I should have done, I could have done. Thanks, everybody. Don't go anywhere. I promise. I'm just going to walk away for a minute, and we'll be back. Thanks for hanging out. This rules. It's lovely to see y'all. We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. any way to get well, we'll see. Hi, we're back. Adam Baldwin here. Cross Country Chin Up Volume 4. I want to thank you all again for hanging out with me, my esteemed colleagues, Ryan St. Angelo and Emmett Stutt. And thank you to Lil Thomas, who is down a flight of stairs. He unlocked the door for us here at the Sonic Temple today. It's a new song. I think I played one time on one of these things, but probably not well. And I'll see if I can get through it this evening. Leah Timmons, I can read the comments now. Leah Timmons says, long ass dart. Sorry. A head full of crazy and a belly full of Tanqueray. Well, I'm driving down a highway trying to make a getaway, 'cause I held up a station for cigarettes and money on Highway 203. Now I'm up ahead of every cop in Shelburne County. Oh, good gracious me. Oh, good gracious me. Red and blue lights, closer than it might appear. Well, I'd sooner meet the devil than have a judge give me 20 years. Young fella came a-firing from behind the counter, a Winchester 33. I was aiming for his shoulder, but I caught him in the belly. Oh, good gracious me. Oh, good gracious me. Oh, take me away now. Well, you win some and you lose some, but it's a hand of fate. I thought I was holding aces, but the Mounties, they were holding the straight. They tossed out the spikes and they gutted my wheels, so my pickup right into the sea. Why'd I have to buy a crooked Smith & Wesson? Oh, good gracious me. Oh, good gracious me. Oh, good gracious me. Oh, good gracious me. Oh, good gracious. Oh, good gracious. Oh, good gracious. Oh, good gracious. How about that one? It's about Shelburne County, Nova Scotia. I don't know. I made the whole story up. I'm pretty sure there's a gas station at the end of Highway 203. And it was probably robbed at some point. I'm not condoning it. But anyway, that's where I'm at these days. I'm trying to write songs about the hard-trodden folks in Nova Scotia. I'm going to do I'm nearly certain that my friend Kyle is watching from his home on Lockview Drive in Fall River, Nova Scotia, where I grew up. I miss him dearly. Normally, I play 2 or 3 nights a week in Halifax when I'm not on the road, and at least one night a week these days. After I'm done playing, I'll go visit him at the bar he works at. It's called Lot 6 on Argyle Street. He's a dear old friend, but he's also, I don't like this word, but they call him a mixologist. He's a good mixologist. But I just tend to think he's a good bartender. Like he makes good drinks. But he's always got an ear for you. And I'm one of those losers that needs a bartender to pay attention to him when it's late at night and my manager won't answer the phone when I. Anyway. This is a Tom Petty song. Well, it was nearly summer and we sat on the roof. Yeah, we smoked cigarettes and we stared at the moon. And I showed you stars that you never could see. And come the midnight easy, she'll forget about me. Every time and nothing, everything seemed real. Well, she could kiss like fire and she made me feel like every word she said, it was meant to be. And come the midnight easy, she'll forget about me. Baby, even a loser get lucky sometimes. Even a loser keep a little bit of pride. They get lucky sometimes. Well, there's 2 cars parked on the overpass. Rocks hit the water like broken glass. I should have known right then it was too good to last. God, it's such a drag when you're living in the past. Even a loser, you're lucky sometimes. Even a loser keep a little bit of pride. We get lucky sometimes. Even a loser get lucky sometimes. Get lucky sometimes. Y'all doing okay out there? I hope so. It's about 30 seconds delay here. So I just hope you're doing okay. As I'm saying this, I can see you all responding to the last song. I just want you to know there is despite the fact that this says YouTube live, it's not live. There's a delay. It's not for bad language or anything. I just think it's I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. Someday they'll figure all this out. Oh yeah. So I'm an idiot, and I totally would have forgotten to mention this. But last this will be the fourth week now. I've been sending folks towards my Bandcamp page. The first week, and I don't know if this is still going on, but the first week Bandcamp was any sales on Bandcamp were going directly to the artist, and I don't know if that's still happening or not. But in any event, every week, I want to let you all know that you are. There's no obligation to. I don't want you to feel like you have to pay for this. We're all friends here, and I just want to try to feel like I'm a part of something. However. I have been dodging text messages and emails and comments on Instagram and Facebook and what's the other one? Twitter. To provide folks with an email address where they can send money to show their appreciation, and that's so kind of y'all. And I can't thank you enough for the showing of support. All that to say, it would really, I'd feel a lot better about any transaction that's going to happen if it was any of y'all going on to Bandcamp and just buying a record or a digital download or whatever, so that you get something out of it aside from this show. If you want to call this a show, it's mostly just me overindulging myself musically and otherwise. But anyway, I get like a report every Monday morning about of Bandcamp sales, and there's like an option to tip or whatever, and it's been overwhelming. The amount of support y'all have given me and shown me, and it's me. I take that money and I send a few bucks to the guys in my band who, we've all been kind of patiently waiting to apply for this Trudeau money, is what I keep calling it, but it's not. It's our money. It's all of our money. It's Canada's money. Anyway, y'all have been so generous with your hard-earned currency, and I know how hard it is to part with that these days, and it really means the world to me that you've been trying to take care of me and my band and my family and my record label and everybody. It's been wonderful. It's restored a lot of faith that I think I had lost over the years in what music meant to people. I wasn't so sure that it meant anything anymore. And if I've learned anything over the past 4 weeks, it's that people still do give a shit about live music and songs that are written from the heart, and wear that heart on their sleeve or lack thereof. Sometimes in my case. Anyway. Thank you all again. Again, there's no obligation to go buy anything from me ever at all. But if you want to, just go find Bandcamp or whatever. Anyway, that's the last bit of business that'll do. It's a song my best friend wrote, and. First time I heard it was long before I played in a band with him, but I felt it in my heart. The minute I remember I bought the Matt Mays and El Torpedo record the day after it came out from Music World in Bedford, and I drove home and I cranked it in my mother's Volkswagen Jetta, and this song, I believe, number 10 on the record, and it was the one that hit me the most, and I love singing it with him. I wish he was here to sing it with me. Anyway, this is for my big brother Matty. I saw it coming from far away, far riding along trains, down through the rivers and streams, to visit me in a dream. I left my life behind, buried it in the sand. Maybe I'll get back someday, I'll dig it up again. Lost souls stay gone for good. Keep your satisfied mind. I saw it coming from far away. It was falling down with the rain. I pulled it from the rivers and streams. I shot it right into the vein. I left my life behind, buried it in the sand. Maybe I'll get back someday, I'll dig it up again. Maybe I'll get back someday, I'll dig it up again. And I'll dig it up again. Lost souls stay gone for good. Keep your satisfied mind. Disappear into the night. Lost souls stay gone. Stay gone. Stay I see Dan Crothers out there, my boy. He spotted that one a mile away. Yeah, I'm enjoying my favorite canned beverage, Blue Lobster, this evening. These ones weren't on the house. Last night I tried to make the preemptive run to the liquor store. I live in a little town called Seaforth. I'm now living actually on Causeway Road, place I sung about one time. the nearest NSLC is in a place called Porter's Lake. It's about 15 minutes away from my driveway. And I pulled up, parked, and I walked up to the pretty serious lineup coming from the entrance. There's probably 15 people ahead of me, and an employee of the NSLC. And when I walked up, she looked at me and she said, "Sir, I'm sorry. This gentleman in front of me is going to be the last customer for the evening." And of course, today everything's shut down. Some sort of Catholic holiday, from what I gather. So my heart sank a little bit, but I said, "Ma'am, thank you, and thank you for being here and for putting yourself out there right now in this very difficult time. I can't imagine what it's like for anybody working anywhere right now to be staring this pandemic in the face for a living." In any event, as I went to walk away, the young man in front of her said, "Adam Baldwin?" And it was all I could do not to raise my arms in triumph. I'm not often recognized. I'm not, I've had some moderate success, and my bills are paid and whatever, but nobody really knows who I am. And anyway, this young fella, the very guy that I needed to recognize me, recognized me, and he went in and he purchased me my Blue Lobster. And boy, am I ever happy for that. I hope we're all enjoying the beverage of our choice this evening. And anyway, sociable. Yeah, we don't do that. That's not a real thing, by the way, in Halifax. No, sociables aren't really. I don't think they weren't really a real thing since like the 1890s, I don't think. It's just a silly thing that some top 40 cover bands do to rile up the folks from Upper Canada. That's my theory. It works every time. 100% of the time it works. But anyway, I'm not going to say sociable. I'm going to say I love y'all. Boy, I'm going... This is dangerous. I am going to sort of open the floor for requests, as it were. Ryan Santangelo will collect the data. I'm going to play this song first, and then I'll see what kind of data he's compiled, and we'll go from there. For those of you, most of you, you're old friends of mine who keep requesting Long Arm, don't do that anymore. I'm never going to play it, ever. Ever. And there's a good chance that Mel will just throw you right off the chat group. So you just don't. I'm not going to play it. This is a song. I think I can do it. It's called Salvation. Sorry. Don't drop your curtain, don't lock your front door. Don't you play coy like we're estranged anymore. Come hither, buddy, you know I'll get in. Come slither, let's get a smile on your chin. I come alive in the evening, I'll have you back by the dawn. Paranoid when you're sleeping, so you can sleep when I'm gone. I huff and I'll puff, I'll blow this house of cards down. Enough ain't enough till enough comes around. And how's it going down there in your cool church basement? Now you're feeling down there. Have you found salvation? Forgive me my trespass, it's not what it seems. It's a mere invitation to let me haunt all your dreams. I'll huff and I'll puff, I'll blow this house of cards down. Enough ain't enough till enough comes around now. So how's it going down there in your cool church basement? How you feeling down there? Have you found salvation? Are you lost and forgotten? Have you not been forgiven? Let the saints surrender and make saviors out of sinners. Well, I know that you can hear me, and I know that you can see me, and I know that you can see me, and I know that you can hear me. So don't you walk away from me, 'cause I know that you can see me, and I know that you can hear me. So how's it going down there in your cool church basement? And how's it feeling down there? Have you lost sensation? And how's it going down there in your cool church basement? Now you're feeling down there. Have you found salvation? What do we got here? Oh, yeah, John Prine. I don't know John Prine songs. I know that song. No, I don't even know that one. I know the ain't been late in a month of Sundays. He was sniffing my undies. I know that song, and that's essentially it. I don't know if I've been. I mean, I've been hearing about John Prine for 20 years, and I never dug into it. And the day that he died, I sat down and I listened to some of his records for the first time ever. And there's a part of me that wishes I had found it sooner. And then there's a even bigger part of me that is really glad that I, at this stage of my life, almost 34 years old, that a record like the Lost Years fell into my life right now, because my God, the songs on that record alone, and I've yet to dig into the rest of his catalog really, but what a pleasure it was to listen to it, and I'm sad that I'm really sad that he's gone, because songwriters like that they're not they don't make them all that often, and but that said, I'm really grateful that I got to live in a time where there's still enough people around that hold his music so dearly that it led me to listen to it, I guess. So no, I can't play any John Prine, unfortunately, but I'll try something else. Do a few more. I'm not gonna keep you all night. Again, thank you all for hanging out. I see y'all there. It's a good little number we got going on for a month in. I'm happy to have y'all. Okay, this is a request. I don't normally play it on guitar. I don't. Actually, that's not true. I do. I play in a band called the Carltones. The Carltones, Gnarltones, whatever. We play usually once. We used to play once a month at a place called Barely's House of Blues down the south end of Barrington Street. It's the coolest bar in Halifax, if you ask me. And when this is all over, I can't wait to go back and tip $5 on a bottle of Schooner. Anyway, this is for the gang at Barely's. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch long, a lonely time. When time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much, are you still mine? Well, I need your love. Yes, I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Will lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, how I've hungered for your touch along a lonely time. Oh, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Yes, I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. To me. So that's hard to sing. I don't mind saying that's a hard song to sing. It goes out to my pals in the Gnarltones, the Carltones, Leith Fleming Smith, Ryan Stanley, Serge Sampson, Tim Jim Baker, the gang of Bareleys, the gang of the Carlton, for God's sake. Mike Campbell, I miss everybody. I really miss everybody. Do a couple more and get out of here. Thank you all for being here again. I'm contractually obligated actually to do at least one more of these. I'm not sure the date yet, but I don't want to say it's on Thursday in case I'm wrong, but I do think it's going to be on Thursday next week, which I hope isn't too big of an issue. Just keep your eyes peeled to the internet, as I'm sure. What else? What else are we doing? We're just on Instagram all day. Anyway, the one I'm doing next week is presented by the NAC in Ottawa. They came right out very early on in this whole thing, and they were offering up some money to artists who were looking to put this type of show on. And anyway, so NAC got on board, and then the Slate Music Foundation, they doubled the contribution that NAC made, and so there's something like 200 shows by Canadian artists of all varieties over the next little while. And anyway, I'm lucky enough to be one of them. I'm pretty sure it's next week. So, yeah. Oh, my baby, why you making me bleed? You gotta show me some mercy, let me off of my knees. It's gonna take 20 years to right my wrong. Just don't keep me from my love that long. All right. Oh, my baby, why you walking away? Won't you tell me, baby, what you want me to say? She wanna find some other company. She says she just can't stand the sight of me. Oh, and when it hits the skiers, all you losers take a walk. It's what it is, what it's love on the rock. So I sit by the phone, I'm waiting to hear that beautiful voice that'll make disappear. And when the moment arrived, it was painfully clear. All the words she spoke had to pass through her tears. Oh, and when it hits the skiers, all you losers take a walk. And it is just what it is. Well, it's love on the rise. I said when it hits the skiers, hearts break and the money talks. It's kids being kids. It's love on the rise. No, my baby, why you treat me this way? Won't you tell me, baby, what you want me to say? I can't believe what she said she gone and found. She got a man gonna turn all her luck around and around. Oh, and when it hits the skin, all you losers take a walk. And it is just what it is. Well, it's love on the rise. I said when it hits the skiers, all straight and the money talks. It's kids being kids. Well, it's love on the rise. Well, it's love on the rise. I said when it hits the skins, hearts break, the money talks. It is just what it is. They call it love on the rise. I said love on the rise. I said love on the rise. It's so hard to do all the rock moves when it's just an empty room. I'm trying my best. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. It's the last one of the evening. My name is Adam Baldwin. This has been the Cross Country Checkup, Volume 4. What is he, on the phone? Oh. Again, big thank you to my executive producer. He's just anyway, my executive producer, Ryan St. Angelo. Yeah, executive sound engineer, Emmett Stutt. Thanks to Lil Thomas for opening up the Sonic Temple for us this evening. Thank you to everybody who is putting their ass out there to keep us fed, to keep us safe, to keep us healthy, and to get us through all this madness. And thank you all for tuning in. This is for my lovely patient partner in life and parenthood, person I love the most on this planet. Picks up the ample slack that I leave dangling. This is for Jesse. I wrote this song 10 years ago, and anyway, thank you, Jesse. I hope you got the kids to bed all right in our lovely new home on the Causeway Road. It's crazy the way life pans out. If you're so inclined, get off your couch and keep a safe distance, I guess, but I'd sure love it. I love the idea that you're up and dancing wherever it is you are this evening. She came up the stairs like I wished her there, like a vision from a dream. She sat in a chair and she twirled her hair. I hope that she's making eyes at me. We were dancing, we were floating, like the smoke we were smoking. There was nothing to be spoken, just the smoke we were smoking. Well, she takes me on down the Causeway Road to feel the sand under her feet. Gonna take all of our trouble and take all of our worry, and she'll send it out to sea. And let the tide take your trouble, let it take them all away. My eyes are getting blurry, let the tide take our worry. And all the days in between. And anywhere you wanna go, all that remains to be seen. Honey, I can love you with my eyes closed. Oh, we can catch some wind somewhere you might have been, or we can sleep under the stars. Buy a Chevrolet and some records we can play, and I will sell all my guitars, and we can take our love and polish my love. Or we can make our love until we shake my love. And all the days in between. And anywhere you wanna go, all that remains to be seen. Only I can love you with my eyes closed. Oh, oh. Do me a favor. If you're up dancing, this is awesome. A lot of you have done it already. Send on the silly live chat on the YouTube thing, just send a picture, send the emoji of the lady in the red dress doing the salsa or whatever she's doing. I gotta stick around to see. Now we're breaking down. Send those salsa gals breaking out. Oh, we're breaking down. There they are. Oh, we're breaking down. Oh, we're breaking down. There they are. Oh, we're breaking down. Oh, we're breaking down. Oh, we're breaking down. Keep them coming. Oh, we're breaking down. Oh, we're breaking down. Somebody sent the fingernail painting one. Oh, we're breaking down. This is awesome. Breaking down. Oh, we're breaking down. We're breaking down. We're breaking down. Oh, we're escaping now. And anywhere you wanna go, and anywhere you wanna go, anywhere you wanna go, anywhere you wanna go, anywhere you wanna go. Only I can love you with my eyes closed. Oh, I can love you with my eyes closed. Oh, I can love you with my eyes closed. Keep them coming. I can love you with my eyes closed. Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Oh, I can love you with my eyes closed. Thank you, everybody. I love you all dearly. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. Peace and love. Keep dancing. Never stop dancing, ever.